Let's shout for me.
Oh, there you go.
I'm in the toilet doing a pee.
Oh,
There you go.
so yeah, we're really ready for the podcast as usual.
Yeah.
No,
This
fine,
is
don't worry about
pissing.
it. Don't worry about it.
John's holding a baby with one hand, making
Yeah.
spaghetti with the other.
Yep. There
I'm
you go.
holding my baby maker with one hand.
Holy shit, Casey.
It doesn't count if your sperm counts less than 4.
That explains why it comes out as powder.
Mm. Mine comes out.
Dude, it's powdered sugar all from the start.
I think you've got diabetes. Mine comes out like a slug. Just one big slug.
Jesus Christ. That sounds painful for your urethra.
Guess when the barbed wire hits.
Oh, Jesus. No, that might be kidney stones, John. You might want to, I want to get that checked because if they're too big, you got to operate them.
Has anybody had kidney stones?
Surprisingly, not enough because people tell me if
what do you mean
just,
not enough?
I mean, surprisingly.
Sounds like you want everybody to have.
Hello. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Surprisingly not.
Right, okay.
Because I drink a lot of Coke, so
yeah, I'm the same. I presume that I would have gone by now. But...
yeah, because that's what everyone said. They're like, you're gonna get kidney stones, and I guess maybe they're just like, one day I'm gonna turn 50 and it's gonna be like a gigantic stomach full kidney stone or some shit.
Just be a tumor-sized kidney stone.
Yeah, fucking A.
Damn, bro.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's apparently not fun. You got to break them down and then just try and pass them. Which
How do you break them down?
I think I think there's chemicals you take or something, but
I heard that sometimes you got to operate them because they're too big, unless you want to like remember the SNL skit where they're talking about the guy that has to give birth, and he's thinking it's coming through his ass, but it's gonna be coming through his dick, and they just describe like it's gonna open like a flower.
Oh yeah, pedaling. They said.
Yeah, pedaling, and then this fucking guy is just like, can I reverse this procedure? Jesus. That's why you ask all your questions before you do the procedure, guys.
Yeah.
Moral of the story.
Do you have to get it sucked out? Because then I'm volunteering.
Oh, JK.
Yeah, but it sounds nice, but it'll just be a big vacuum that they
I'm
bloody...
just gonna sit in.
Fucking
We
hell.
still talking about the kidney stones?
Yeah, they never left.
Clearly. So how was your piss, Lewis?
It was honestly delicious.
Oh, God. I hope it went.
Have we done the intro?
Nope.
Yeah, you missed it.
Yeah.
Okay, go on then. Give us intro now.
Again.
Did it actually happen?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Moving on.
You've just ruined the flow of the podcast, to be honest. Let's start again.
Yeah, we have to restart now.
Yeah, may as well restart. You fucked
Ah,
it. Yes.
fucking hell.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to restart, you fucking cunt. It never happened. It never happened.
Well, you'd have to listen back to the recording to figure out.
I'll do that.
Okay, enjoy. You'll see that the kidney stones topic was quite funny.
No,
I've listened to each episode twice now, completely.
so
Just saying.
you're our only viewer then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just I like listening to my own voice,
Yeah, I like listening to you.
A bit of a narc like that.
Yeah.
Right, you're gonna be on TikTok duty then.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that.
Whenever
Can
I'm
you?
lonely.
Could you send me the edits, or do you want me to just illegally rip it from YouTube?
I think it's fine if you rip it from YouTube. I'll let this copyright violation go. Just this one.
All right. It's on record, guys.
Isn't that a nice problem to have though? If people start clipping your content, like
Yeah.
I know a lot of people get peeved off about it basically it's like it's not thievery, is it? Because they're doing your publicity for you. Like Nike or Adidas would kill for that. Probably literally have.
Yeah.
But not even that. Yeah, let's go ahead.
No, go. You go. Ladies first.
Thanks. Thank you. And
Yeah,
so no, but even if it's bad press, somebody ripping on your fucking podcast, like I'll take it. Just make a clip ripping on it, you get more viewers somehow.
Yeah, going back to Andrew Tate. Any publicity.
I actually saw a clip of him on TikTok today and going through the recommended videos, and one of it came on and he's explaining about like he's talking about how he stole this girl from this guy, and the guy showed up with his friends with hammers, and apparently in the end he just kept talking, and I was like, all right, so there's gonna be a happy ending or a moral to the story. No, it's just about him clocking his friend in front of these guys with the hammers, and that's it. And I was like, well, that was a waste of fucking time. Like,
doesn't even make him look good.
No, it doesn't. But
there must
I
have
don't know.
been a moral. There must have been a moral to the story.
I don't like him. He's just he comes off a bit like a cunt, and yeah, it's just that doesn't do it for me. Like, he has a bad aura, if you can say it like that. So
yeah, I don't know. He's playing. He's acting though. That's the only thing that keeps coming into my mind is he's playing a role. He's trying to get you to watch stuff, and he did. It worked on you, Casey. Like, you sat there and watched this fucking clip.
Yeah. No, but it's because we were talking about him the other night, and I was like, you know what? Let me just give it a shot, because if not, I would have freaking next video easily.
Swiped and onto the big mummy milkers on the next.
Yeah,
page.
exactly. The big titty goth girls, or whatever. What's the meme?
Big titty goth GF.
Swipe right on Tinder.
Nah, man. If you look at my algorithm, it's literally just dog and cat videos.
I thought you said your Tinder was dog.
Yo, say what you want. I saw a meme and I agree. They should make a Tinder, but for like people who want to meet like dogs and cats that live in the neighborhood and pet them.
There already is one. They call it Beastie.
Is that you're fucking with me, right, John?
I think he is.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
he must be.
Because that, I mean, this world is getting extremely
difficult to
free.
read. Yeah, difficult.
So, which country do you think is going to be the first to legalize bestiality? If it's not already legalized, I don't know.
Sweden.
Sweden. It's going to be Sweden.
Sweden or Finland.
Yeah, you
Probably
say that, but then you join me in it.
Fuck off.
Right, shall we start then?
Yeah, let's go.
I hope that's going in, though.
Hello and welcome to our literally quarter a dozen viewers. Welcome to episode something of the Fourum podcast. Today we are sponsored by the Prince Andrew coin, a brand new cryptocurrency. Don't sweat it, get it while it's young. Thank you for sponsoring our podcast. So Casey, you're in the middle of dinner or finished dinner.
So today we're joined with me, Lewis.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, cut.
Yeah, you need to fucking say who's here.
Nobody's written it down. It says Dutch food. It says Dutch food.
I don't even have the link, but surely you have to introduce the people here, no?
What do you mean you don't have the link?
You have to say, so today we're joined with Casey, Lewis.
No, it doesn't say that. It says
John.
gathered. Shush.
Yeah.
It says gathered here today are Kevin.
What is it? A funeral?
John and Lewis.
Today.
Yeah, but you have to do that then.
Oh, you've ruined it. That was the take.
Oh no, well, you said it.
That was the take.
That wasn't the take. That was not the take.
That was the take. They laughed at it.
No, they're laughing now, but they're not laughing at the take, man. It was
They
weak.
were laughing. You were the only one not laughing.
Well, fucking make it better then.
No, that was it. Right, moving on.
That was the take.
Yeah.
Can somebody drop the link in the Discord?
Oh.
Yeah, there's a link. So so anyways, yeah, I just ordered a capsulon from one of the snack bars, and for those that don't know what a capsulon is, it's literally just French fries. So here's the you got French fries at the bottom, and then they put the doner meat on top. You can get chicken or lamb or anything really. I got chicken, and then no, that's the freaking though. And so then you put the doner meat on top, and then there's a slice of Dutch cheese, Gouda, not Gouda, Gouda.
Yeah.
And then you put lettuce, tomato, onions, cucumbers. Just so you're tad bit healthy. And then you can put on your garlic sauce and your sambal sauce, and then they put. Well, obviously
Your
it goes in
what?
the oven first.
Your sambal sauce.
Yeah,
Sambal.
Yeah,
You know sambal?
No, what is
chili
sambal?
flakes.
Is that not the what is sambal sauce?
It's
Sambal
chili.
sauce.
Do we have some ball sauce in the UK?
It's a
now?
apparently it's
of course they do.
Malaysian.
Some ball, yeah. Some ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some random
Yeah,
ball.
it's fantastic.
Yeah, no, I love sambal.
So
And
you
then,
drag some balls down your.
Yeah. You can get that in the UK.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I always go to people on the street and say, "Can you drag some ball down there? Can you pour some
Yeah.
balls on my doner,
Yeah.
please?"
So anyways, and then you put it in the oven and you bake it for a bit.
So
And
can you
then,
tell
you
us?
get a capsule.
What is
Yeah, go.
some ball? Is it like a chili sauce? Is it like a garlic sauce? Is it like
No, it's a
fucking
it's a
nothing?
hot sauce. It's a hot
Okay.
sauce.
Okay.
Apparently it's Malaysian. I just googled it. So
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's from
Pretty salty.
Netherlands. It's from
Mm.
Netherlands' dark
Former-
colonial past.
former colonies, probably. Yeah.
Isn't that strange? How that's what every country takes back with them. They loot all the artifacts and stick them in museums, but it's always like the sauce and the spices. That is the major benefit you get over taking somebody's country from them.
Yeah,
You know what's
forget the
interesting?
paintings.
Go on.
You know what's interesting in Curacao. One of the delicacies is it's called keshiana, and then literally translates to filled cheese. And what it's during the slave trade, what would happen is the Dutch masters would throw out the how do you say crust of the cheese, basically, in the trash. And then what the slaves would do is they would take that cheese, and then they'd basically put it in. They'd bake it, and they'd put whatever they can find, vegetables, chicken, whatever was available, put it in it, and then bake it, and then it would just be literally stuffed cheese.
That sounds
And
class.
that became what? No, it's actually really nice.
Yeah,
It's,
so it sounds class. It sounds like
yeah,
it's like camembert, like the what's that called? Where they riccolette, where they like have hot cheese and they melt the top and then pour it over your food, like at a restaurant. Yeah, it sounds class.
it's amazing. I'll cook it for you guys one day when we meet up again. But
Have a good
it's
time.
yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, unbelievable.
So there's what Capsulon was the one you were describing, right?
Capsulon.
And fricandel, candle is the horse penis.
Yeah, it's the myth is that it's made of horse meat because nobody really knows, but it's literally just I don't even know what type of meat it is, but it tastes good.
What was Dutch people's reaction to like the horse meat scandal? Do you remember that?
I wasn't here for that. I wasn't here for that, so I'm not sure. But people still eat it. It's still a delicacy here, so I'm pretty sure nobody gives a shit.
Probably wasn't a scandal, and they were just like, "Fuck yes."
Yeah, even better meat.
Like for me, like unless there's like something completely wrong with it, if it tastes good, then what's the fucking problem?
I think the problem with it here is a lot of people didn't really care, but I think it was just the fact you were being lied to. Like, this is a beef bolognese, and then like it was horse. But I mean, there must have been a good amount of people that had horse and enjoyed it.
I think it's maybe like it is two things. So like you have World War II. Europe suffered from World War II, and you end up eating horse meat and your pets and whatever the fuck you could scavenge, right? And you have those horror stories from the war, and maybe there's sort of like a thing that continues from that, and like with this horse meat scandal. I don't know. I'm just trying to.
What's the other scandal with the fricandel?
Just that it's disgusting.
Nah, I mean it's also only served in the beginning to pregnant women.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't read that, but that's interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it was a meatball containing egg yolk, lettuce, and all the good kind of stuff the pregnant women needed, and fricandel was the best part of it.
Or is it just like a pervy doctor trying to feed women
Probably.
like a
Fricomdel.
penis-shaped food?
Interesting. No, I don't know because the fricomdel does. I don't think it. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Oh, hey, you read it now.
There's
eh?
a Dutch article on that. Interesting.
Wow.
I this is the first I'm hearing of this. So yeah, no, but yeah, I don't know anything about that, but I love it. And you know what? It's very nice if you put it between some French bread and
You put it
some
between
mayonnaise.
your buns.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Put it
I
put
heard
it
it.
between some buns.
Yeah, I was a bit scared. I was a bit scared of Dutch food, to be honest. I mean, I didn't have the best of time. I had herring, which just stunk and was like just grim.
Oh, I have you on video with that.
Herring is never good. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and
I don't get that Dutch craze here. I do
No.
not understand it. It's disgusting.
I think it's just like especially the way they have it. It's like the stinkiest way possible with onions. It's like they just don't want. They just want like something to eat that like makes sure that nobody will come close to them. It's like a social awkwardness food.
The onion part I get. You know, it's actually really nice here. What I actually do, you guys are gonna think this is disgusting. It's pretty Dutch. Actually, even Dutch people probably get grossed out by this, but you order French fries, and then literally it's normal to be like, "Hey, can I have mayo with onions?" And they're like, "Yeah, no problem." And then you eat your French fries with mayo and onions.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I don't know what to think about that.
I mean, that sounds pretty good.
I'd need to
I like
try it. I mean, I like mayo and I like onions, but is it raw onions or grilled
Yeah.
onions?
Raw onions.
I'm down with both.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm not too fond of sautéed onions.
Mm,
I prefer them raw.
Depends. If you saute them right, it basically take you 40 minutes to saute them.
Yeah, I'm not sitting there caramelizing onions for 40 minutes, to be honest, for any food.
That's the only way to caramelize them.
Yeah, but what other? I was a bit scared, like especially in the snack bar, because there was a lot. It's almost like walking into a butcher where you don't know any of the meat because it's all like minced meat that's been repacked together, and it's just like I'm just worried that they're going to give me something raw, or like just some sort of meat that I'm like I like horse or whatever that I don't agree with. So I was just a little bit scared of everything. I mean, chips is easy. Just get chips and mayo with everything. That's a safe bet in Netherlands, isn't it?
I go wrong with that here. But honestly, like most of the minced meat stuff here, it's all processed, but it's good. I've tried all of it really, and it's good. So yeah, I don't know. Lewis, have you had any Dutch food?
No, not really, to be honest. I think that's why I've not really talked, because the only thing I can really comment is I've been to like the Gypsy King, and I've been to well, I mean, I don't know if it counts as Dutch food, but let's just say the brownies in Amsterdam are different. Different.
The classic tourist stuff.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, been to the Gypsy King, and I've also had the brownies. So
yeah, I mean, space cake, that counts as Dutch food. You don't get it anywhere else, do you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
Well, you probably do get it other places, but you're probably not legally.
Yeah, so yeah, you're making your own if you're doing it, if you're getting it yourself anyway.
And Liam, you've tried that Dutch food you buy in the window, haven't you? Like in Amsterdam.
The one in the red packaging, you mean?
Yeah.
Dutch food reminds me of the Gouda cheese. I'm down for cheese any day.
It wasn't
cheese
cheesy.
in this country is great.
Yeah, the Gouda cheese. Goddamn.
Gouda. Isn't it interesting how cheese is named after cities? Like cheddar is a town, and Gouda is a town. I guess that's what you do, right?
That's what you do.
Not the other way around.
Oh God. Yeah. What came first, the cheese or the city?
Exactly.
Probably it's usually the item, right? Because if you think about the Netherlands, like they just started literally giving each other last names by what you're like the bakker, the baker, like that type of thing.
The fokker.
Yeah. I mean,
but this is the problem: did making that cheese and selling that cheese make like a tiny place get big, and therefore the cheese. Nah, because it's still the cheese is named after the town, isn't it? Really, even if it was just a village to start with.
Because if you think about Gouda, everyone knows it as cheese, but nobody knows it's a city, really, unless you live in the Netherlands.
And same with cheddar. I don't think people know that cheddar's a place. Cheddar Gorge.
I didn't know it was a place, but I if you told me so, then I would be like, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not like most people. Didn't know it both actually existed.
It doesn't really matter, does it? Because
No.
99% of people are just going to know it from the supermarket shops. You know, the cheese, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, cheddar. In Cheddar, there's Cheddar Gorge. There's caves, right? And they found a caveman, and they did DNA analysis on him, and they found a descendant of his like 10 minutes away.
Oh, really?
That shows you either how inbred the West Country is, or just how that in England no one moves. Just the fact that literally thousands upon thousands of years later, you can find a descendant of a caveman a stone's throw away from where he died. You know,
The person probably has a "Don't Tread on Me" flag outside their house.
Okay, I've got a hypothetical. If we're done talking about Dutch food,
I mean,
then bring
go.
it.
right? Okay. So it's less of a hypothetical, more of a what if. So it's basically, what do you think? How different would the world be if you changed color after sex?
I mean,
So we're all staying our original color, huh?
Yeah.
At least until marriage.
Okay, hold on. What colors are we talking about? Are we talking about like human colors? Or are we talking about like turning orange?
8-bit, 16 bits, or like 256 or whatever.
It'd be primary colors. It would be like bright primary colors. Like you can tell from a mile away that someone's had sex.
I mean, wars would be obsolete.
I mean, you can kind of tell already by the way someone's glowing.
Oh,
Yeah.
imagine the Persians come to fight the Spartans 300 Battle of Thermopylae, and it's just like a rainbow.
Well, you know the Spartans were getting it on with each other, so
Yeah.
like no doubt.
But I mean, there'd be no cheating. There'd be no. You couldn't really. It would force a lot of honesty, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So what's making you change color? The fact that you're having sex, or the fact that you came?
Oh.
Because then I guess not a lot of women would be changing color.
It would be okay. I'm going to say any sexual contact.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything sexual. Or how about this? I was going to say if you get aroused.
You know, it would be so much worse for girls because they get slut shamed to shit. So it would be like 10 times worse for them.
It would be.
Yeah.
Like a man, you'd be walking around like, yeah, I'm blue today, motherfucker. Guess what I did yesterday? You know, like.
Yeah, the walk of shame would be quite different, wouldn't
it? Walk of shade.
It'd be bad if you saw a Catholic priest walking around. You're very red today, Father.
Yes. Are you blushing? You know, fucking it. That was. I'm trying to think. Man, that would be.
Oh, you know what? Porn stars. That would be weird.
Yeah.
Would they be resetting themselves to get the perfect color? Would they like have more sex, like to try and get the right color? It's like, oh, I look so much better in purple.
I mean,
on camera,
they do several scenes a day, right? So they'd be changing color, like basically throughout the day. So
I think it must. Right, it is a new rule. It changes by person. So I think this would be the rules in my amazing world. Is it would fade like after a few hours or something, or maybe a day. Maybe it lasts a day, but it will reset. If you have sex with a different person, it will change color. So, like, say you're with your wife, it's like you're blue, you're blue, you're blue, you're blue. And it'll diminish. If you don't have sex for like a week, it'll diminish. And then
so married men would just be their original color forever.
And then if you had sex with somebody else, you'll turn red.
Damn, I mean, cheating would be a lot less, I think. Or it would be more the norm to start wearing burqas for everybody. You know, like completely covered.
Or maybe people would just get like body paint and just fake it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, suntan, new meaning.
Yeah. Man, that's Oh.
It'd be hard to do like films and that, like with like you just not have to have sex for a long time to look normal. Or maybe you would.
You got to softcore it.
Oh, that would be weird though, because say you're filming a sex scene, like how are you going to fake that?
You'd have to full on have the sex.
Yeah, you'd have to go to your partner, have sex, and then like carry
No,
on
not
filming.
really. Come on, Hollywood would have like thought of a technology to make you. They'll just spray paint you. Like,
Yeah, or just stay the natural color, softcore.
imagine you're filming like Avengers 10 or whatever, and there's green screens everywhere, and you accidentally turn green.
Disappearance.
turns into Invisible Man right away.
It'd be well easy to film the Invisible Man.
Yeah. I mean, well, you'd probably need to have sex several times until you turn green.
That's true. You just line him up. So one of you's the lucky girl.
Okay, what? Man, that would be a hell of a. But yeah, so if it was like that normally for society, like you just adapt to it, you know, like it just become a social norm eventually. So
yeah, it might mean people are a bit more mature about sex. I wonder if there's any animals where it's obvious that they've had sex.
I'm a chameleon.
I'd say penguins.
Yeah, but penguins wouldn't change color because they find a life partner and that's it, right? Or is that bullshit? That's what I heard.
I mean, then you can actually spot them having sex time of day.
It's true. Oh, you know what would actually happen if that was a defect in humans is we would have got wiped out like ages ago.
Yeah, probably.
Wonder if that's not better for the Earth, but
Sex shaming is the thing.
No, it'd just be more like we'd be hiding from like a grizzly bear somewhere in prehistoric whatever, and then like you just get a bit jiggy with it. You both turn purple, and some bear's just going to see you.
I'd say turning red and seeing a bull.
Oh my god! Yeah, imagine.
Hey, imagine the Dark Ages. Holy shit! Like everyone was worried about masturbation and turning into like a demon back then. So you can imagine changing color. Jesus.
Yeah, left and right sides.
It'd make history a lot more colourful. Like, it would definitely make. Like, I can't imagine the Dark Ages, but there's a bunch of like pastels or like primary colours all over the shop. Like, it wouldn't be so depressing, I don't think.
I tell you who wouldn't give a damn. King Henry the Divorcer.
Yeah,
Was it King Henry?
Yeah, but the problem was like his wives would be even more annoyed with him because he had mistresses on the whole time as well. So it's like he's going to be turning like 3 different colours a day. You know, he's like to his wife, "Why aren't you popping out a boy?" And it's like, well, maybe if you weren't blue all day and you were a bit more red, like, would get this thing going.
Would you be attracted to a color then instead of a?
Oh wow!
Wow, yeah.
I'm only into like red girls. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, redheads
But
are.
you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know until you had sex with them what color they'd turn with you.
Yeah, but it's more about what they are now because you change color after, right?
Yeah.
So
it's like a 65. The blue.
like, you turned blue. That's my least favorite color. Fuck off,
exactly.
you know.
But say, like, imagine they were like a gold and they were like, "Fuck me, fuck, I'm gold."
Oh,
Do they think they'd want to have sex with you? Because they'd be like, "Well, fuck, I've got to lose this."
Yeah, like I'm a 10 now and you're a fucking blue. Fuck you, 3. You know,
it's
like
true. Actual physical appearance wouldn't matter as much because you're like, I look amazing when I turn like silver or platinum or whatever.
Yeah.
So you'd be more interested in looking for a partner that made you look good rather than their actual physical.
So basically, what it is now. Literally.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, the OnlyFans girls would definitely be the ones that are turning like the good colours. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but for how long?
You know what would actually happen though? Like if we weren't all wiped out in prehistory, is it would end up in some weird like tier system.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like oh, we're a red couple, you know, we're really in tune with this, you know, we're really passionate. We're a red couple.
I instantly think West Coast when you say that.
Yeah, it's very horoscopy. It feels like it'd end up being very horoscopy.
Like, oh my God, you turned blue after sex.
Midnight.
That means Mercury's in retrograde, or I don't know, whatever it is. Yeah, I'd like that. Changing colors. That'd be pretty. Maybe art would have a more prominent role too.
Yeah, the Mona Lisa is just bright yellow face.
Right, that's what she looks like now, anyways. After all these years.
Does anybody think the Mona Lisa is actually sort of pretty or nice
No.
to look at?
It's not meant to be pretty.
Well,
It's meant to be the subject of a woman in her prime.
so you think that's how that whatever her name was, the model actually looks like that? That's what she's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I feel like, what was it? They said like people were shorter, and I don't know. I don't know enough about the background of Mona Lisa, who she was in real life, because what was it? The Enlightenment? I can't remember what year that was, or what time.
It was Da Vinci, so it's sort of pre-Enlightenment, but yeah. I mean, he was still trying to get burned by the church, or the church was still trying to burn him, I guess. But
yeah, it's good times.
She just looks a bit. To me, she looks like Jesus a bit too much, or what we think Jesus. Not what we think Jesus looks like, but the classical sort of like look of Jesus. Like it looks like he's tried to make a female Jesus. To me.
Hold on, I gotta Google it again.
But I wouldn't say she looks pretty. Like the face looks very. I think it looks too much like my face for me to really get into it. Do you know what I mean?
But you're pretty.
Oh, thank you. There is a hint of bosom there. Like there is a hint of bosom on the old.
I mean, look at that. That's a low cut top for that time, dude.
Yeah.
No, but
if the church could see your ankles, you'd be on the stake straight away.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm looking at the Mona Lisa, and one of the photos is Mona Lisa attacked with cake by man dressed as old lady in wheelchair. That is a convoluted heist to throw a cake.
That was
Mona Lisa.
That was thought through. That's deep messaging right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was protesting. Talking of protesting, anybody got any protests going on?
No, I think the farmers in my country are pretty chill right now.
Are they not like the French farmers? Those guys are next level.
I mean, if it's anything the French do really well, it's protesting.
I suppose, yeah, they've got the history right. French Revolution. They're the OG sort of protesters, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, they will shut down the country over like 5 cents to the euro or whatever. It's like diesel. They're shut it down over diesel prices being slightly too high. But they're always like that. Like the French ferries are like that as well, and the dock workers. They're all pretty militant, I think, is the term. Like here, like the most you're going to get is a few people like waving banners and doing a march through the street, but you're not going to have people dropping hay bales in the middle of roads and like setting fire to shit. You know, that's never going to happen.
No.
I think there's a protest next week here about enough is enough, but I feel like people just protest everything now.
The farmers did that. They blocked the highways here and lit stuff on fire here.
How did you not get arrested like for that? Like surely that's some form of criminal damage, or is it just too many people to arrest, you think?
I think it's sort of like you have to keep the peace of some sort, like sort of balance it out. It depends on the situation. Obviously, if you're outnumbered as the police, you're not going to want to escalate the situation. But if and it also depends. Are innocent bystanders being hurt, or is this happening in a controlled environment?
Yeah, that's true.
So
Apparently Boris Johnson made it illegal to protest at some point, but
Really?
yeah, I don't know what the full law is, but it was ironic, like conservative people going like, "Oh, we should protest about this and that," and it's like, well, actually, like the conservative government's just passed a law saying it's illegal to like protest like this and like that. It's like the ultimate irony when you actually want to protest is that you can't because your government made it like illegal.
There was can't believe, I don't know if the Dutch farmers did it. Yeah, they I can't remember what country, if it's here or somewhere else, but yeah, the Dutch farmers are putting manure on the roads, I think, and lighting tires on fire. We do that in Curacao, lighting tires on fire.
But that's just for fun.
Honestly, if I was a farmer, I would literally just put manure all over the government buildings.
Yeah, make it so other people don't suffer. There was, I can't remember what we were watching. Something with Piers Morgan, wasn't it, Lewis? About it was about how you shouldn't make people suffer. I mean, Piers Morgan's a dick, but it's about how you shouldn't make people suffer during protests. I forget who he was talking to.
Talking to the vegan woman, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, throwing milk. They were like, were they actually throwing milk? Because that doesn't make sense if you're vegan.
Yeah, they were from milk. I don't know why the fuck they were from milk, but they were.
It was probably like, was it stolen milk or I don't know. Maybe they like hijacked a milk van or something. But they were throwing it all around town and like defacing stuff, trying to bring the government to the table. But
Ironic.
But Piers Morgan then ate a Big Mac in front of her. So
Yeah, that was savage, man. You can't be doing that.
some hard hitting journalism here.
Someone needs to hard hit him. But no, actually,
he misplayed. He should have got the spicy McNuggets.
definitely, because then he could have done a double whammy at the end there. But if you know what I mean. But no, we had we had the public transport, the trains. Train operators protested as well.
Oh yeah, we had that recently.
With the organized protest, they picked days which they could do. Like smart, they picked a Friday to not drive trains. The tram also wasn't running on a specific day. But then we also had, what was it? Schiphol. I don't know if you guys heard, but we have major issues at Schiphol right now. The baggage handlers are protesting because they feel underpaid. Rightfully so. So KLM had to cancel a lot of flights on their schedule this year because there's literally they can't handle it right now. So we have that going on in forms of protest.
I think that must just be the Western world because it's pretty much the same. It's like airports have gone to shit, trains have gone to shit.
But they're protesting in Iran heavily right now, aren't they?
No, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's that's a proper protest.
Yeah, that's a
world.
revolution at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times have people said that about Iran. Like all the colors, the pink revolution, the green revolution. It's like it's it's wait and see what happens.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, good on them. Especially good on the girls. Fucking, why the fuck are we wearing headscarves in the 21st century? Like, why do we have to wear headscarves in the 21st century?
Yeah, what do you guys think about people are calling for a revolution in Russia, but I just don't see that happening.
I mean,
it's just too savage there. So like, if people do start fucking raising up and causing problems, they're just not exist anymore, kind of thing. So it's like anywhere else in the world, bar like maybe one or two places. Yeah, they just savage as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, just look what he's done to, journalists and oligarchs that, during peacetime when there's not a threat to him about the threat to his power, terrible. Like, he used fucking Novichok here, in this country, in the UK, the Salisbury poisoning stuff. Like, he used a bloody nerve agent on people that had already left the UK, that already left Russia, that weren't coming back, that weren't a threat to him anymore. He just did it to to just be like, this is what's going to happen to you. Yeah, the beautiful spire, 123 meters.
Man, that made me giggle so fucking hard.
But it was strange because everybody knew, like that's like a very Russian mentality of like just lie, and if they catch you in the lie, it's almost like funny to them. It's like it's
We're
like
busted, huh?
yeah, it's like, and then they just move on as if it didn't happen. And they're like, why do the British keep bringing up this thing from however long ago it was? It's because you fucking used a chemical. Like, imagine if we used that in Moscow. It wouldn't end. They'd use it as as an opening to some huge war, and we just let them get away with it. I think that's probably been the biggest shock to Russia is they're just like, over the past sort of 20 years, it's like, oh, we'll take Chechnya, we'll take Georgia, we'll take Crimea, and it's like they'll just tiptoe forward each time. They'll back off for a few years, and then it's like, and we'll take Donbass, and it's like it's almost like Ukraine's finally the one that's managed to survive enough that the rest of the world's gone, oh look, if you actually stand up to him, like it's fine, like you can stand up to him and it's not the end of the world, But I guess hopefully now the West isn't going to let them to just keep tiptoeing their way, forward. But I think it's a mindset. It's a different mindset.
Then again, I mean, it's a difference between Ukraine standing up to Russia than it is NATO standing up to Russia. Like it's a that would be a world war. Over escalation of that sort.
I don't know if Russia could even do a world war at this point. To be honest, I mean, you look at what people were predicting. Like take like popular culture, like Modern Warfare, like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. It's like on those games, Russia is literally like in the White House. Like there's Russian troops in the White House. They like EMP. They like surprise attack America. They get all the way to, I think there's fighting in France in one of the games, and it's like the best they're going to get is bloody 10 steps into Poland, and they're going to have to turn around. Their bloody supply lines would be overstretched. That's what we've learned is, these sort of Tom Clancy books have geared us up for this sort of Russia that doesn't exist anymore. It's not on parity with the United States. It's not on parity with Ukraine, apparently. So I don't see how it could take on, the 7 out of the top 10 most armed countries on Earth. It just doesn't. I don't think that's a reality anymore. I think they could launch nukes. I think they could destroy the world, but I don't see them having troops in any of the countries that they'd want to take over.
Yep. They wouldn't be, even if they could, they wouldn't be able to hold it. I mean, they can't even hold Ukraine. So
yeah,
it's just the way it is. And yeah, but the conscription right now in the Soviet Union, it's so amazing to see, like, on TikTok and all of these things, and you're seeing videos from people, like you have access to the personal stories now instead of depending on the news. And then, but I mean, you also have to look out for disinformation and misinformation. But it's crazy to see it from perspective now, but a closer perspective, I mean. A personal perspective. But what I'm trying to say is, like, you look at the Soviet Union and you look at Russia and how amazing that country is at conscription. Like if anybody can mobilize men, it's or troops. Sorry, can't just say men anymore. Troops. It's China and Russia, right? They know how to efficiently gather a force to do the job.
Yeah, but I think it's when you're doing it at the at the end of a rifle. I think it's very different from like the conscripts that Russia's going to send in now. Like from what I've seen, like literally on TikTok, like they have camp beds in the forest. And I was watching some of these town hall meetings where they've got all the conscripts together, and they're literally shouting back at like the sergeant, like, "Why are you shouting at us?" Like that is not an army that's going to do well. I think China.
No.
I think China would be like absolutely. They'd do it flawlessly. Like if they called up all the militias, it would be like a you're not getting 10 steps into that country without anything happening. Basically, it would just be that would be a country that I'd actually, if they said we're doing a general mobilization, I'd go. It's not worth going to war with China, but But Russia, I think they've sent their best and brightest already to Ukraine. What they're going to be sending now is cannon fodder.
Yeah.
It's but the same happened in World War II. They were just throwing cannon fodder at the lines to get themselves time to build up industry, so that they could actually push back. But I mean, I think that Russia's probably been a lot more corrupt for a lot longer than everyone realised. I think they were very good at PR as well. I think when they're pushing out these videos of tanks and all these missiles that they've got, you're like, wow, they're a step ahead of America in a few things and a step behind in a few others. But it's like, I think by and large, I think it's not there. I'm sure they're doing the R&D, but I think it's just not there across the board. I don't think they've got all these tanks. I don't think that they've got these well-armed soldiers. If their troops are going into battle with iPads, they're pulling out their steel plates and putting iPads and stuff like that in their body armor. They're just not the soldiers that everybody thought they were.
Well, you also have I've seen the stories of current soldiers that are there that have to buy their own equipment and stuff like that because they're just not being supplied properly. I mean, you even have that in the U.S. Army if you look at when they deployed to Iraq. So, but it's just I'm curious what you guys think. Do you contribute the fact that all of these protests and wokeness, if you will, is due to the interconnectedness of globalization, especially now that Russia and the West is more interconnected versus, let's say, a China which is still in the bubble?
I think it would happen anyway. In my opinion, it would happen anyway. These protests, just because it's something that the Russian population probably didn't expect. I think China's got enough probably strength at home. Like literally, they're putting what was going on in Shanghai. The Chinese government's got a very high level of control, I think, and also people are they're for it. They don't want chaos. They want, they want to take the third route sort of thing. They want to follow their government. They want to do what their government says. So I don't think there would be protests on that level in China, maybe ever. But Russia, I think a lot of them believe this special operation stuff and that it was going really well. And then suddenly their sons are getting taken from them. And, they're like, their son who's never held a gun is getting told, right, you're going to the front lines on Monday. That's why that's happening. It would happen here 100%. It would happen in the most liberal society or the most illiberal society. If you just told everyone, oh, your son's going to the front line, he's going to fight in the war, he's going to be a hero. And it's like, well, he's never held a gun. I think it just happened.
What about? I mean, that happened in World War I and World War II as well.
But World War One, especially for the UK, was a volunteer war to start with, and I don't think people knew what they were getting in for. And World War II was a defensive war. On either side, either you're going in it you're like Germany, you're like, we're winning, right? Sign up, be a hero for the motherland. Or you're defending your country, so you don't have much of a choice. Yeah. Whereas this Russian thing, they're the aggressor and they're losing. Like there's no good reason to join that army. Especially not with the losses they're taking. It's not going to be a cakewalk, and there's no glory to get out of it.
They think they're losing.
It's hard to tell. I mean, some of the video calls I watched, because for some reason the Russians have not encrypted any of their stuff.
Yeah,
the Russian soldiers know they're losing because they're saying to their mums, "We're getting slaughtered out here. We're losing." But it's whether the people at home, these conscripts, whether they all know that, whether that information's reaching them. I mean, Russia's not like there's no Great Wall in Russia, but they can restrict what their people see. They've filtered all this through endpoints. All the traffic goes through. They can see all the traffic. They can definitely swipe stuff if they need to. They can shut stuff down. I think they blocked YouTube for a while, Russia and stuff like that. So, they certainly have the ability. But I think it's like anything. like people are scared to say Putin's a bad guy or whatever. They don't want to get disappeared. They don't want there to be consequences, but they probably know the truth. That's generally how the Russians have operated. It's like they know they're getting taken for a ride, but they don't want to be, sent to the gulag basically, or worse. So I suspect they know the truth. But I think he's going to have his diehard fans as well. He's going to have people that want to go all the way, that want to fight Europe and win, or that believe what he's doing is just and right. That believes that there's Nazis in Ukraine, even though it's run by a Jewish comedian.
Always two sides to the coin.
But yeah, fuck Putin in short, really.
Yeah. Guess we're not going to Russia, Liam.
No. Not anytime soon. What's everyone else been up to? Can we get away from the really depressing subject?
All right. Okay. So started a new job. So yeah, started a new job yesterday. No, 2 days ago now. But yeah, besides that, just having fun. I've been learning to ski backwards. Yeah, so that's been fun. And I've been skydiving twice a day as well. So
what's happening?
No, they're just asking what's going on in my life, but I'm just telling them about my new skydiving hobby and skiing backwards.
That's pretty wild, dude. That's
cool.
Yeah,
man. You've got to chase the thrills.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to chase those thrills.
Lewis hasn't left the house in a week.
He's got me. But yeah, no, to be honest, I've not been well. I think I've got COVID. Or at least if I don't have COVID, I'm definitely unwell. So
yeah, I think I've got COVID as well.
Don't say that word, the C word. Shit, I fucked it.
Yeah.
Banned.
Spreading.
This week we're gonna have 6 instead of 12 years.
You guys are changing colors? Nice.
No, that's the accent. Come on, don't be a racist.
Oh, you know what's bad?
Instead of changing colors, changing accents.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one. No, I was thinking, what if a disease came out, like in the world where you change colors? Sorry to go back to this. What if a disease came out that made you change color, right? Like a bright color, and you're like trying to convince your wife, I didn't cheat on you. I've got like the falafel disease or whatever. It's like you got a disease that changes your color, and you're like trying to convince people that you've not had sex, but it makes it look like you have.
Yeah.
That would be heartbreaking.
It would be.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. I mean, if you've changed colour, it's time to just say, listen, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it. I mean, if it's as obvious as that, I mean, you probably should do that anyway. But I mean, if it's as obvious as that, then you've lost the battle anyway.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's a disease non-related to sex, so it's just.
Oh, okay.
It's so like getting COVID or something.
Why did your mind immediately go to STIs?
Well, you said you said, oh, you're trying to persuade your wife. I mean,
yeah, because you've changed colour in front of your wife. You're only ever going to be one colour if you're loyal to your wife, right? So if you change colour, that means you've not been loyal to your wife.
Oh, okay. So we're still on this one. Okay, got you.
You know what would be a hack is if masturbating changed your colour, right? Like to your self colour, you could have a self colour. Is if you masturbated like 20 times, you might get your wife's colour if you're really lucky.
Yeah.
You have to just lock yourself away in a room one day.
Yeah, so you'd literally be beating it up like at fucking 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning before you go home.
That would be brutal because you couldn't go for a quick one. Because if you went for a quick one, like you'd need to have like time to wank and then wait, then turn back. You know what I mean? You couldn't go for a quick one.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, you'd have to wait and see what color you turned out.
Yeah.
Or here's one. Don't cheat.
Oh no, we're still talking about cheating. We're talking about wanking.
About disease, or like if a disease changes your color, you can fix it.
Nah.
Well, I guess that would be the workaround for cheating. It's just that never even entered mine and Lewis's mind. We didn't. That
entered my mind. Don't cheat is the answer. But I didn't think we were talking about cheating. No, that's
what I'm saying. Cheating never entered mine and Lewis's mind. We wouldn't even go there.
Just to clear your conscience. Is that for the public or for your conscience?
Good Christian boys. I mean, I don't know what goes on in your mind, Casey, but
A lot, a lot, dude. You don't. You want to live in my mind for a day? You might need a therapist. So no, but yeah, damn. So masturbating would change your color too.
Yeah, I think that's sexual contact, right? It's just with yourself. So
Yeah.
I mean, technically, because it's yourself, you'd only turn into one color. But I think it's more fun that I think you could. I tell you what. Here's what it is. You could change color by imagining having sex with somebody else. So that's quite sweet in a way because you'd have to imagine your wife to get back to the right color.
Yeah, but surely, I mean, there's not that many colors, man, and there's millions of people. Surely you just have to find the one that's not like that's not your wife, and then
It's true. You'd watch porn where a girl is a certain color and then do it that way. Yeah, I guess.
It's real awkward now.
But you would start to remember the colors of different people. So you'd be like, "Oh, this porn star's fucking pink. If I need to, and if I need a color story, I'll watch her. You know
wait, you take the color of the person you're imagining having sex with?
I think that was the hypothetical.
Yeah, I think that.
I thought you just change color when you're thinking about having sex. Then
in my original plan, right, you just turn one color with a person. Okay. But I think it would be more interesting if it could go wrong. You know, there's always got to be a downside. Well, there is a downside to it, but there's always got to be
changing color.
Yeah, but there's always got to be a way that it can go even wronger. You know, I think it would be good. No, it should just be random. You masturbate, you change your random color. I think.
Yeah, it's random. Should be random.
Because then it's quite funny if you to your missus. It's like, oh, I never masturbate. I don't need to masturbate. You know, I only have sex with you, and you do, and you panic, and you're like, crap. I need to get back to my wife's color. You know, so then
that just sounds so stressful.
You know what would suck is if you're like you and your wife are a red, right? And you're like, yes, all right, you masturbate, you forget, you're like, fuck, I've changed color. And it's like you start to go through the cycle trying to get back to red, and it's like blue, purple, pink, yes, I'm almost there. And it's like blue again. You're like, no! Like if there was no chance to go back to the original color.
rhyme or reason. Also, could you imagine how bad it would be for well, if you change color when you wank, then would your wife think, are you cheating on me? Because you also change color when you're having sex.
Oh, true.
And also imagine if you're imagine you were in Utah and you were a Mormon. You know what I mean? It's like seriously dangerous.
So then you gotta be Mormon.
I was just soaking, Bishop.
No, hold on. What if for the thinking? So if you're thinking about having sex with someone,
are we really just bastards, man? Because every episode we do, I swear, has been about sex, porn, or something along those lines.
But it's only been snippets. I think this is the longest we've ever talked about.
Also, this isn't really about sex. It's about
it's about morals, but it's and the fact that we don't have any.
Go on.
No, but if you change color thinking about having sex with someone, you could just blame it on a wet dream.
Yeah, and also here's the thing: you wouldn't get caught for cheating, but it would be because you're the same color as someone else, right? Say your wife's best friend, you know, somebody cheats with her, you'd be the same color as her. So your missus would be really paranoid. Is that pink or is that magenta? Are they the same color? He says he just masturbated, but you know.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dodgy one, really. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe Mormonism is the answer.
Yeah, just don't have sex.
So celibacy is the answer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you could at will change your color, what color would you be?
Go gold or go home.
I don't know. It's a bit show offy.
Nah, not really. I mean, it just shows that you've got worth. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're a show off.
Well,
my favorite color is blue.
Yeah, but you just changed yourself for free. So I mean, it doesn't really show you got worth, does it?
No, but gold is to me, and it means valuable.
Mm.
I'm blue. Abadi abda.
But what about that girl from James Bond? She didn't fare very well once they made her gold.
No comment. Not seen it.
You've not seen James Bond.
I've seen James Bond, but I can't remember it.
You've not seen the national hero.
Yeah, I was just
of
gonna say your
Scotland.
national hero was literally James Bond.
I've seen. No, the national hero is the Mythic Haggis. James Bond is he's up there.
Sean Connery.
That was a very Welsh Sean Connery.
Yeah, that's good.
That wasn't the point.
Sean Connery?
I'm sorry, just
That
had
was
to
worse, that was
excuse my
English.
accent.
Yeah, that was English.
Yeah, go on.
Wales. That's Wales for you. Sean Connery. That'll do. Goldfinger. I can't believe you've not watched Goldfinger. Jesus.
Nah, I have seen it. It's just I don't remember that much. In general, when I watch movies, it's just like in one ear out the other. It's like, you know, like I don't know how people do this, but like you meet people and they can like they say, "Oh, is that the movie that this person's in?" And it's like a fucking obscure as shit actor. But I feel like everybody knows that one person who's just like knows very obscure actors in every fucking movie, and you're like, how do you remember that shit? Or maybe you are those people. I don't know.
Actually, who's really good at that is Liam. Liam just knows all these facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you say obscure actor. It's like Tom Hardy in.
No, come on. We know Tom Hardy, but it's like fucking somebody that you've never heard of.
Dan's good as well. Dan's probably actually better than me, to be honest. Like Dan took film studies and shit like that. I think.
He's got an excuse. What's yours?
Just fucking got a Netflix subscription.
And Prime.
And Prime, yeah.
He's spending the big bucks, baby. You know.
Oh,
so, any movie stars from Curacao?
Yeah, well, who's the famous people apart from obviously the most famous?
I'd say
I'm
hella
on the
good
spot.
person.
Movie stars. Jean Dino is he's a comedian, but now he came out with his own. Jean Dino. It's hold on.
I'm not sure if that counts when you're googling it.
JANDINO. No, I just didn't want to fuck up his name. You know, like just out of respect for the dude.
And also, Liam came out with what? Like, I mean, if Liam's meant to be a resident expert on movies,
I mean, like, okay, he's not been in like freaking Ocean's 11, you know, everything. So, but no, he's like one of the most famous. He's a Dutch comedian. From Curacao.
Yeah.
But yeah, he came out with his own set of movies.
Nah, no way.
So yeah, he's a pretty legendary dude.
Awesome.
But there's a absolute bucket load of football players.
Yeah, football players, even more baseball players.
I'm surprised. Like Leeds United, Birmingham City, Cardiff City, Ajax, obviously Brighton and Hove Albion, Everton. Like these are the teams, not people, obviously. But like there's
just because they don't sound like they're from Curacao.
These are big teams, though.
Well, I
wasn't going to try and pronounce Tahifi Chong and get away with it, to be honest, or Jeremy Sijan Nijtichi.
You fucked it.
Jesus Christ! I can't even like tell what you're trying to say. The last
exactly.
name.
There's Hergen Lacadia or Rangelo Yanga.
Yanga is a big Curacao last name.
And Sonji Hansen.
Holy shit! It's one of my own.
Sounds Chinese. But yeah, there's a lot of football. I was surprised for such a small island. Like that is a lot of football players.
Yeah, we I don't know about football, but for baseball, we're like the biggest per capita of exporter of baseball players. What was I gonna say?
Let's be honest, no real famous people from Curacao.
No, besides
is there anyone that would be internationally recognised?
Maybe you're a failure of a prime minister, Gerrit Schotten.
Cheddar Gouda, did you say?
Gerrit Schotten. Oh my god, this guy! What a narc.
What did he do?
So they tried to kick him out of office, right? and legally he should have left because the government fell and everything.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to leave, so he barricaded himself in the downtown government office, and he called the Venezuelan government for help.
Amazing.
And it was just what a shit show, man. What a shit show. Ended up in prison, got out of prison, and the best part, the latest, he I can't remember exactly what it was, but he asked. No, he didn't ask. He told that the civilians of Curacao, the citizens of Curacao, that's their responsibility to donate to help pay his bail.
That's proper third world politics. That's real politics.
Yeah.
Let me just stop everyone right there, just for a second. And this time it's not for Queef of the Week, but I just want to remind everyone to follow us on Twitter @ForumPod, follow us on TikTok @ForumPod, and we're available to listen to on Amazon, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, Google, and Podbean. So, yeah, let's get back into it.
Nice. That was very professional.
Good job, Lewis. I like that.
Yeah. But also, you've really got me excited for Queef of the Week, and then
yeah, same dude.
I was up in my chair as soon as I
was on the edge. I was on the edge of my chair too. I was ready to change color.
Oh
yeah,
no.
I opened up Twitter account right now. Shit, pretty good.
Welcome.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't like to give it away too easy, so next time I like to keep you on edge, keep you a little bit excited for the queef that I've been brewing. So
naughty guy.
The secret that everybody doesn't know yet, but now we do, is the queefs are done by me.
So that's what you. So that's what you really did. It wasn't a here thing. It was a sex change.
Yeah. How do you uninstall Twitter? Goddamn.
No, that's a joke. That's a joke on record.
Nice that you can queef on command. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
I did find the queef video, and I've probably lost it. I think I liked it on Twitter, on TikTok. I've probably lost it.
Hold on, there's queefs on TikTok? What part of TikTok are you guys on? Because all I'm getting is dog and cat videos.
It might have been YouTube Shorts. I can't remember. I'm going to have to find it, though, because that will have to be Queef of the Week if Lewis has got nothing prepared. Again.
No, I mean, I can't prepare the Queef, man. It's one of those ones that if I need to go, I'll go.
Fair enough. You just, if you've got one brewing.
Yeah.
I get that.
But 100%. Okay, so colours. Lewis would be gold. I'd just do a nice I'd do something not too offensive because other people have got to see you. So something like not a bright green, but like
It wouldn't be white.
Excuse me.
That's offensive.
White. Oh, I got you. Jesus. Or I'd be camouflage. That'd be good.
Sorry.
But that's not a color, now you're mixing colors, like.
What are you saying?
And I would be a beige.
But do you think there would be racism? Do you think there'd be racism towards colors?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, what Liam said earlier, there'd be a hierarchy of some sort.
But do you really think so? Because the thing is, if you change color when you have sex, everyone probably experiences all the colors. So do you not think at that point you're always one? Or do you think that's
quite beautiful? So people would see beyond color.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go with the negative aspect on this because I feel like if you can change color by masturbating, then there's going to be a color that you don't want to be. So if you had sex and you turned into, I don't know, pink, and nobody likes, or a lot of people don't like pink, then you're going to masturbate one time to turn blue. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, there's always good and bad in people, in everybody, and I just feel like those are one of the things that come out as bad. Judging by history.
Nelson Mandela could have gotten out of prison a lot easier, though.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
That's so bad. John, what about you? What color would you be?
I'd be pink for all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pink all the way.
Any reason, or just this your favorite color? Or
a favorite color, and it brightens the mood of everybody, honestly.
You wouldn't be able to play like Airsoft, though, would you?
Yes, I would.
Your head would be like a floating target.
I would be carrying a pink gun as well, dude. Come on.
Oh my god, everyone would be masturbating before going into battle, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Just be like, come on, dark black, come on, dark black, you know, come on,
green,
dark
green.
Can you just
Everyone does that
imagine?
already.
Imagine the changing room beforehand.
No, but I mean, dude, everyone does that. It's called combat jack. You gotta get one good one out before you go, you know, because the rest of them are gonna be shit and like.
You sure it's called a jack and not the bend?
Yeah, everyone's flying in on the Chinook, just fucking being quiet for a minute. You just see flashes of light. The pilot's like looking in the rear view, and there's just flashes of light as people change.
I mean, with that much energy, the Chinook will change color, you know.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Indeed.
So okay, not talking about colors anymore though.
We're done with colors, okay?
If you could like trade aspects of yourself, so you could increase something but take away something else. Not physical, but more like attributes like strength, intelligence, charisma. So like the like RPG skills, you know, on the skill tree on RPGs. So, but anything you increase, you have to decrease the same amount, but from somewhere else. What would you increase and what would you decrease?
I'll go last on this one.
You gotta think that one through. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of.
See, I think most people would be like, "Oh, I wouldn't want to decrease intelligence," but I also don't think you'd care once you'd done it. So, if you could like decrease intelligence in favor of charisma, you wouldn't really know what you're missing because you wouldn't be smart enough to know what you had, sort of thing.
Nah, because there's like charismatic guys who are stupid, but they still know that they're stupid. I don't think there's like, I mean, unless you're talking about being stupid enough that you can't tell that somebody is more intelligent than you, which is like extremely stupid.
Yeah, it's like saying it from a 9 to a 1 sort of thing. Yeah, fair enough. I guess you
also, I think the more stupid you are, probably the less things you give a shit about. So also the less things that can stress you out and make you unhappy. Because like they say that a lot of the times, it's like the most like the smartest people in the world are usually the ones who are the most depressed. Like a lot of the geniuses in the world have been like classified as being depressed.
Yeah, because they know we're like a second away from death all the time.
Yeah. So it's yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I would change intelligence. I don't know what I'd change, to be honest. Probably not. The thing is, you kind of ask for a characteristic rather than, yeah.
Is being a characteristic? Because I'd increase that for me.
Like, I thought you were already at max.
Depends on who you ask. Trust me.
Okay. So these are the characteristics. So it's following the special format. It's strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. I'd max out luck. I'd max out luck and take away everything else, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm
on you on that one as well.
Wait, what? Can you repeat those?
It's the special thing. So it's strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck.
I'd max out charisma for sure. For sure, charisma.
But the thing is,
if you're charismatic, you don't need luck, and if you're luck, you don't need charisma.
That's true.
It's kind of they balance each other out because if you're charismatic, you can make people do whatever the fuck you want. You can get people to work for you. You can do what the fuck you want. If you're lucky, you just get things, but you don't have to do anything. So I suppose it's kind of easy. But then again, do you have a purpose? Do you feel like everything just falls in your place? I don't know. I think charisma is better because
who would win in a fight? A charismatic guy or a lucky guy?
Charismatic would just talk his way out.
No,
but would the charismatic guy get somebody else to do his work? That's the question.
He'd have an army, but the lucky guy, a satellite.
The guy has luck.
The lucky guy, a lucky guy, a satellite would fall on his opponents. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
lucky's probably It's like, to be honest, both would be good. Give me both.
But what would you take away? That's the real thing. Like you take away strength, you're weak, but you know, charismatic. you take away perception, you're an idiot. You know, you're almost taking away perception, you're almost taking away intelligence anyway. Endurance, it's like you're gonna have to sleep all the time. Agility, you're just clumsy. So I mean,
I'd probably take away the agility, because the rest were almost unbearable, like the things you mentioned. But like, I think you can be clumsy, you can knock shit over, but you could be charismatic about fucking, I don't know. It would just give you more opportunity to talk to people, and if you're charismatic, then even better.
So you'd basically end up like Professor X from the X-Men, just like wheelchair bound, but you know, people like you.
Well, I mean, nothing against wheelchair people, but I think that's adding an extra element into it. Now you're adding disability into it.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't see disability. Clearly, you do. But there you go.
Well, okay. I'm not having that. That.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
How do you not see disability?
Yeah, that's your superpower.
That's my super. Well, I've set my perception to 0. So.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, fair.
Colorblind as well.
Ooh, this is difficult, guys. I'm already a pretty charismatic person.
Oh, fucking toot your own horn.
I mean, Jesus, like it's just facts. So, intelligence. I think I'd increase perception. I'm a pretty lucky dude so far as well. So I think it would increase my perception. I kind of want to increase my endurance because I've always just wished that I could like I once had this dream that I started running. I just kept freaking running for days, like without stopping. You know.
Are you sure you weren't just watching Forrest Gump?
I'd say that as well. Oh damn.
Just no, and just like because that'd be amazing, be able to run for like non-stop for hours. But
that would be good. That's not what I was thinking. Why I'd want better endurance, but yeah.
Next gen
we're back
plants.
to fucking change color every 10 minutes. Should
that be our euphemism for sex going forward? I don't want to
changing
change
color.
Yeah. The problem is, like nobody, we're gonna have 6 viewers in this, and then 10 million in the future. So I mean, let's prepare for fucking yeah.
10 million listeners and 10 million to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. This is quite a good character test. Like, you know, those like character tests. I can't remember what they're called. Like those not attributes. Those like those tests. Yeah, personality tests. Not attunement. Not alignment. Something like that. You know, the bullshit. What would you do in this scenario? And that makes you like this, basically. I think this is a better way of finding out about somebody. Like Lewis was like, I just want to look good.
Casey sorry. I didn't say look good.
Okay, Lewis. Yeah, Lewis wants to make friends.
No. I just think you're wrong again. Like, I think that charisma is probably the best out of all of those things, because I think you can really in order to be very successful at like business, for example, and get people to do things for you and to make shit tons of money and to make other people around you happy, you need to be charismatic. And it's not just selfish, because like you rub off on other people. You're charismatic around other people, and they're happy to be around you. So not only are you making other people happy, you can make yourself rich as fuck, and also you'll feel confident in yourself. So I think that's the best way.
So Lewis wants to make money.
Make money, make friends, be happy. Yeah.
Okay, that's not a bad little three goal thing, is it?
What do you want? What do you want? Tell me. Because you're trying to come for me, I'll come back. This is fucking diss tracks.
Well, I've said max luckiness, and you keep saying I'm wrong, but that's obvious because my perception's at 0. So I'm just going to be walking around blind, money falling in my hands.
Yeah, and everything comes your way.
Yeah.
It's like the I don't know why, but this seems to be like not a meme. There seems to be a theme in a lot of Chinese like films. It's like there's always a lucky blind guy that just like walks over building roofs and a ladder falls in place and stuff like that. They seem quite.
I know this is a bit savage, but if he's blind, he couldn't have been that lucky.
Oh wow!
I thought Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Never mind.
yeah, okay. Yeah, but if you could trade it, if you're blind first and then traded it, do you know what I mean? Like, but that's I don't know. That seems to be a thing in cinema. Is lucky blind people. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I
but they
think
probably used up all their bad luck. I mean, to be honest, yeah. Let's change into to this. So keeping on to the same kind of.
I want to hear John's thing
yeah,
first.
John.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as Liam said like luck, I hook on that as well because really walk through life not bothering about everything. Everything goes your way.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Me and John just don't want more stuff to do. Like we just want it to all come to us.
Yeah.
You guys actually want to do work. Like Casey wants to work out more, and Lewis wants to start like an empire. Me and John just want to sit in our pants and get paid to do it, basically.
But that's literally your day to day, Liam.
Yeah,
You work from home.
I got dressed
I just
today.
want to be a little bit more.
Sorry, go on, Casey.
No, we better not go back. I think his internet's really going to die.
Oh no.
Yeah. Let's not go back. Let's just sing.
Let's resuscitate.
Yeah, hella good time interlude. But no, okay. Let's change the subject then. So let's say you had. Are you back, Casey?
Oh, you can't hear me?
No.
No,
We couldn't hear a thing. You just ran away for a bit, and then now you're back.
What the fuck? That's weird.
Just cut off. What were you saying?
No. I would rather have more selfish traits, you know, because I feel like I've always you know.
Oh, you've always cared for other people, and you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
You started off by saying I've got very high charisma, but it doesn't feel like.
No, I do. Like, because I am a charismatic person, and because I'm a caring person of other people, you know. That's why. But so that's why I would rather have, and I'm not afraid to admit it either. I want more selfish traits. You know, it's something I realized. I should be a bit more selfish.
What made you realize that? What were you doing at that moment?
I was changing color. No, I'm kidding. It's not just one thing. It's just something I've realized throughout life, and it's funny. I keep getting back into finding myself in these situations and stuff. But yeah, that's a bit too personal, I think, for the world. So
okay. Fair. Okay, so let's say a genie rocked up right now and said to you, okay, you don't get 3 wishes, you get 2. What are your wishes?
World peace. No.
No. But come on, you've got to be selfish now. You just said that. It has to be about you.
You see?
The thing I always find is like whatever you wish for.
Yeah.
It's gonna, you know, the whole monkey's paw thing, where you make a wish, and it comes true, but in a weird way. Like I wish for $1 million, and a bank vault falls on your head. You know, like stuff like that. I feel like every wish would do that to you, but not as extreme. Like, oh, I wish to have all the money I'd ever need, and then you just become lazy and entitled, and like it would ruin you to get something from nothing. Like all these lottery winners. Like watch a documentary on the lottery winners, and holy hell, like they ruin their lives. You know, just for a couple of years of fun, it's like they ruin their lives.
Yeah, but that's because they swapped luck for fucking intelligence. Because like, if you make that amount of money, you need to fucking get a financial advisor and like just not fucking be stupid about it. You know?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of them now. A lot of the lottery like providers basically do that for you.
They should like that should be a necessity. Like when you buy the ticket, you know that if you win, you get the money, but you also get a financial advisor. Because otherwise, it's like they can totally avoid these horror stories. But yeah.
They should make it so that you like. I think they do to an extent, but they should make it like you can have half the money like straight away, or you can have the full amount over like 20 years. Like that. That's how they should do it. You know.
Yeah, and then by that time, inflation has deflated the value of the money to like absolutely zero, and then you're just like, well, I'm fucking have to play again.
It's like 10 grand a month in 10 years will just buy you like a Snickers bar.
Yeah,
A little
yeah.
tangent here. I saw an article today by a guy that won the lotto, and he said he's fucking tired of people asking him for help.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you
Really?
imagine the amount? Like, if you don't go collect that anonymously, I don't even know if you can. But if you don't collect it anonymously, can you imagine the amount of people sliding in your DMs?
yeah, it would be. I mean, it would feel so bad as well to like say no to people because you'd have the money, and it'd be like
Yeah.
your mate's neighbours like, oh, please, can I just have $1,000? And that would be nothing to you, but it would open the
Yeah.
floodgates if you said yes. So
Exactly.
Yeah. They're down
I
the local pub and they're like, oh, he gave me $1,000. And the next time somebody's unwell or fucking whatever.
think
It's,
yeah. Sorry, go on.
no. I was just basically saying that it's just, yeah, you're right. Open floodgates and also, what are you getting from it? I mean, it's not like I can understand if you've got like a really successful business or something like or whatever. You want people to know, but like if you win the lottery, it's not really like you've. I know it's obviously cool having having shit tons of cash. It'll be cool as fuck, but it's not really like a status thing. Like I wouldn't say to somebody, "Oh, I won the lottery," because it doesn't make you feel any better than anyone else. So why would you make it public?
But that's the
I don't get
redneck American dream.
it.
Yeah, it's the council house dream here as well, really.
Yeah. I suppose it's not just the council house dream, it's everybody's dream. Everyone would love to win the lottery. I mean, if you tell me you wouldn't love winning the lottery, I tell you you're a liar.
Yeah, I mean, I'm maxing out luck, of course I would, but
Yeah.
I think I'd be careful. What I'd do is, have you ever seen the video of the guy in the Caribbean who's won the lottery? And he's wearing a scream mask.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
That's a Caribbean move because that you have to, because everybody on every island is gonna be asking you for help. So
I mean, the problem is, have you stayed on the Caribbean? Then the thing is, everybody would see you in your fucking Ferrari or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? And they'd be like, well, how does he work in the fucking pub down the road as a cleaner and now he's got a Ferrari?
You'd be the big fish. And even if you told people you'd be the big fish in the small pond, and everybody would still just ask you for money or rob you. You might get, like, people would
I'm thinking more robbed more than anything.
You'd have to, like, it's sad, but you'd have to move somewhere where people are just as wealthy as you. Like, you'd have to.
Yeah.
you could buy your own island.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Buy a bit of Venezuela at the moment. I would like do everything. I'd plan it. Like, I'd set aside the money that I was going to give my family.
Yeah.
And, like, I'd make it so everything was like rock solid. Like, this is how much money you're getting. You're not getting any more. The real problem comes is like trying to divide that out. It's like, I think if it was ridiculous money, like if I won 400 million, I'd just give everyone $1 million. And it's like, no, you don't get 2 million because you're married, or no, you don't get 4 million because you've got 2 kids. Everyone that's related to me gets $1 million. Partners or not.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. You know when people like divide money and they're like, oh, well, he's got 2 kids and blah, 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 so he needs more. Yeah, it's more expensive. But I mean, if you gave him £10,000, he would be able to divide that and pay for whatever else he needs to. He's not going to pay £900,000 fucking split in 2. You know what I mean? It's like, that's way excessive. And also, yeah, I mean, I just don't like that method.
That happens so much in inheritance. Like,
it's a thing. It's a thing. And also, it goes down the premise that, like, yeah, they've got 2 kids, but I've got 1, but you're dead, but I will have another maybe. You know what I mean? It's like, so I'm basically being exploited because I've fucking not spunked enough yet. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, that's not happened to me obviously, but yeah,
Well,
it's still the something I think's fucked up.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't stick to society and its norms, dude. Like, you get punished for it.
Yeah.
But going back to the wish, that's actually perfect. One of them would be endless money, and then I could help as many people as I want.
But you couldn't because you're
not selfish enough. You're not selfish enough.
Yeah, you're not being selfish enough.
Yeah, but it's endless money, so I can use it on myself. But then
Here's the monkey paw. Monkey paw coming in.
Of course.
You get infinite money. It's in Curacao bucks, whatever they're called, guilders.
Curacao bucks. Hey, that's a new coin. Here we go.
Yeah, why aren't we making a crypto called that?
Yeah, Curacao bucks.
Instantly makes the currency worthless. You got a Venezuela 2.0. You've just ruined everyone's life on Curacao. You just got monkey pawed.
Except
you asked for unlimited cash, you got it.
Yeah, he has got a point. If it's unlimited, then there's no value to it because it
fair.
Although it would be valuable if you had unlimited, but everyone else had limited.
Yeah.
Then it would be valued.
Just like the diamonds, just like
It's
the
just-
beers.
Yeah, or the
But
best.
You
that's
gotta
the
hold
point,
it
right?
and hide it.
But that's the point, right? The money's only unlimited for me in the end.
I guess so, but you're saying that you're going to give it away.
Bro, come on,
Yeah,
that's
of
a bit.
course.
Is that not just selfish though? Like to fucking have all the money just by yourself?
But you asked me for 2 wishes.
Yeah, but come on, man, that's selfish.
Okay, so let's see if the second
Are you
one.
calling me selfish?
You've made it.
Yes.
So okay, what's the second wish then? How do I want to see if this affects the first one in any way.
I haven't gotten there yet. Hold on. I'm still
Okay.
thinking. Anyone have their first wishes down at least?
No, because I feel like again it would just ruin you. It's like the lottery times a million. Like it's. I think you would get so monkey pawed with it. Like I
So what do you want? You don't want to. You just want to sit in the bedroom in your pants, and that's all you've said so far. You don't want to do anything with your wishes because you'll get monkey pawed. So, as your goals in life, sit in the bedroom with your pants on.
if you don't achieve it yourself, what's the
Yeah,
point? That's what you've just said. About
Yeah,
the
I
lottery.
agree. Yeah.
I can't think of anything that I'd want to instantly attain, other
Oh,
than
come on.
a bit more money. A bit more money would be nice, but again,
Have a quesadilla whenever I want. This at a snap of a
Oh
finger.
yeah, is it like is it continuous? Can I have that? Can I just have like fajitas on demand?
I mean, yeah. If you want fajitas on demand, that's fine.
Okay, then I want any food that I'm thinking of whenever I'm hungry. So
That's
it's just
pretty
like
cool. That's pretty cool.
boom, KFC bucket, or boom, like something, some foreign thing.
So it's like
any food.
you're granting yourself a superpower. Yeah, got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing to do because you're basically breaking the special system. You can max out all those stats if you want. You can fly like that. That's like you can have a special if you can go that far. Then why are we thinking so boring about money and all that? Because you can fly kids around as Superman, and they'll pay you money for that. I'm sure. You could
My
charge
kids
like Elon
specifically.
Musk. You can be like, look, Elon, give me 10 grand a flight, and I'll fly. You don't need private jet anymore. No one's gonna leak it on Twitter where you are. I will literally hold you like a baby and
Except
fly
for
you around
literally
the world.
half the world that doesn't want to fly on your back, without a seatbelt or some shit.
That'd be very safe. I'd like make a saddle and all sorts. It'd be...
You can ride me.
But yeah, if you're doing superpowers, then you could literally rule the world with it, basically. So I think money's short-sighted.
True.
I don't know. I still feel like if my choice of endless money doesn't cause inflation or that I'll take it.
I'm with you on the money. I mean, like, let's be real. Unless you really want to fly Elon Musk on your back.
That was an example.
Yeah, but in your example, if you want to fly Elon Musk on your back, you said you want to do it for money, but you say money doesn't matter in that regard. So then why are you flying Elon Musk?
Because he'd enjoy it. I'm bringing joy to the world.
But he would. But what about the African guy who can't get any food, and you could fly him to a well?
Oh God! But then it'd be a full-time job of just.
Yeah. Let's think about a bit lesser powers then.
Capitalism, guys.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about your wishes.
Yeah, some sort of medallion that gives the user the power itself, so you can always share it. So if you die or grow old or get tired, you can share it with your like kids or whatnot.
That's beautiful, but then that's beautiful, but don't get me wrong. Everybody and their mother is gonna be trying to kill you for it.
Yeah, but then you have a medallion or a ring for like infinity health or whatever.
So you basically want Thanos's Infinity Stone gauntlet thing?
Nah, I mean lesser power. Like you can't get hurt if wearing said medallion, or you can pay with whatever money it's in your pocket, or like infinite luck. sort of thing.
How long until you start calling it my precious?
Yeah.
Smeagol.
Or looking even more like Gollum.
Gollum.
But yeah, no, that's quite. I mean, you can tell John's the one that's got kids because he's instantly thinking of ways to give it to his kids.
Yeah. It's crazy how those father instincts kick in right away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's beautiful, John.
Thank
That's
you.
beautiful.
Kick the baby. Okay, we've been going like too long, I think, but
1 minute 40.
yeah, it's been a long podcast. Thank you for watching our 4 brave fans.
Yeah, it's been good. Thanks for having us, and Queef of the Week.
That was amazing.
Is it
absolutely amazing?
Did it play?
I didn't hear it, but
No, it's for afters. It's for afters.
Oh, okay,
I've not edited it again. Okay, let's all react again.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Yeah.
Good.
Damn, that one had just as much stank on it as last week.
Oh, for God's. At least nobody tasted it this time. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. Just goodbye from me.
Remember to follow us on Twitter and on TikTok, and comment on YouTube, like, subscribe, and all that shit. So
like, favorite, subscribe.
Yeah.
Take that bell. Ring that bell.
Ring the bell
for all our fans. So.
All right. Thank you and good night.
Adios.
Night.
Good night.
Love you.
Men don't like loud women.
How about loud queefs then? Suck on that, man.